Let's do it. Yep. Wait. I just couldn't hear the music.
Should I go here?
Everybody, welcome into our game of the week here on Fox Sports 7 Utah, 99.5 in St. George, 95.3 in St. George as well, or 93.1 in Cedar. Caiden Formaster and Kurt Anderson on the broadcast with you tonight here from Snow Canyon High School as the Warriors taking on Ridgeline Riverhawks. Appreciate you joining us today here on the broadcast. Kurt, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, Caiden. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, grateful to have you on here. We're also broadcasting this one up for our Cache Valley listeners on 104.5 The Ranch. Now, don't forget, you can also watch this broadcast live on region10sports.tv. So head on over to region10sports.tv. Watch this game live. A little bit of a later kickoff here as we're hopping into our Findlay Subaru pre-game show, but hey, you know what? That just means that we get the consistent lighting of nighttime, right?
Hey, that's right.
Is that one way to look at it?
There's nothing better than Friday night lights.
And it definitely is going to be light. Hey, lights are already on here, so yeah, a little bit of a later start, but it's all good. We're excited to be here with you for this Snow Canyon Ridgeline matchup. Ridgeline, the defending 4A state champions, going up against Snow Canyon. So.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was just going to say this is great. You know, usually as you're kind of getting into fall, the things that happen are the weather cools down a little bit. We haven't hit that yet, but it hasn't slowed down anybody here. You know, 15 minutes before kickoff, the student section has this whole booth shaking. They're bringing a ton of energy, and it's a lot of fun here.
Just wait till Ridgeline hits a third down, and they get fired up, getting ready to stop it from happening.
All right.
The Snow Canyon student section doesn't do it any better, I don't think. I think they might be the best in the state.
Hey, man,
at least in Region 10, maybe the best in the state. They definitely come out to play, that's for sure.
They are packed in here. They're dressed up. They are rowdy. I mean, they're tossing stuff around. There's not a person sitting. It's going crazy.
It's pretty great, right? Hey, so let's hop on into this Findlay Subaru pregame show here, talking about Snow Canyon and Ridgeline. These teams have not met in a while, but a couple games under their belts so far this season. Let's start things off with the visiting Ridgeline Riverhawks. Now, they're coming into this one 0-2 so far.
Yeah, it's been a little bit tougher of a season. You know, when you go through and you win state like they did last year, they lost a lot of playmakers, a lot of great people, and you know, a lot of times it's hard to kind of fill that up real quick on everything. There's a lot of young people that are doing some great things, but it's been a little bit tougher kind of out of the gate so far.
Yeah, the first game against Bonneville at home, they lost that one 12-2. The next game was against Stansbury, 12-7. And the Stansbury game, 43-20, and Stansbury's just got some crazy good talent. They kind of took it to Pineview as well earlier in the season in game one. But one thing that Ridgeline's looking to do is break that losing streak and get a win on their side. So what can you do, right?
Yeah, what can you do? And, you know, this is one of the things that I think makes high school football so fun. You know, I think as the further you go up into college and professional is that you have so many great players everywhere. And look, there's a ton of great kids on this field here, but I mean, you just never know what could happen. There's so much going on in these kids' lives, and you know, even with a couple of losses or things like that, it should be a great game.
It definitely should be. Sticking on the Ridgeline side, one of our Red Rock Auto Sales keys to the game for Ridgeline. Part of that is, of course, it sounds kind of obvious, right? But holding back the scoring a little bit. That defense needs to make sure that they are where they need to be. They've let, of course, 55 points is what they've allowed so far. That's a lot. Snow Canyon's only allowed 14 this season. So it's a big differential in points allowed by both of these teams. So Ridgeline is just defense,
defense. And I would imagine that Ridgeline would be up for that call. When you're saying, hey, that's a key of the game, I think that they're going to be ready. I think nobody likes to give up 43 points and then just sit back and say, hey, we're not good enough. Those kids are going at it every day in practice, and they're going to take some pride into what they're doing and make sure that they get a little better performance this week.
Yep. Jackson Olson is doing really quite well. He's got averaging 66 yards a game. That's not too bad. Receiving yards, Caiden Cox leads that one with just over 33. So a couple of guys that we're probably going to be calling a little bit there on the offensive side of the ball for the Riverhawks. And then Nate Dale is throwing a touchdown. Caiden Cox has received one. So one thing that we're going to look for there.
Yes, sir. I mean, and that's you kind of get into this, and I mean, there's no holding back anymore. They've just got to come out and put it all out onto the table and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopping back over to the other side of the ball for Snow Canyon. Snow Canyon, again, as I mentioned before, defensively, they've only allowed 14 points. Now, they did have a loss last week when they went down to Las Vegas, played against Arborview, but it was a 7-0 loss. So, the defense, yes, they allowed 7. It's like, do you give and take a little bit there? It's like, hey, your defense only allowed 7. Yes, it was still lost. The offense couldn't get rolling in that game. But there are some things to be proud of in that loss.
Yeah, defense, of course, has got to be thrilled to only hold them to 7 points. Arborview is a big school there in Las Vegas. They have a number of D1 athletes, and so they should be very happy. And then on the other side of the ball, Snow Canyon had opportunities on offense. They had some people open, they had some things, and it kind of ball didn't bounce their way. They didn't finish when they needed to at the right place. So,
well, we're going to take a break here for our national anthem. We'll be right back with you with our Finley Subaru pregame show in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful hierarchy throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Danny. Oh, what a catch. And it's in for the score.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you. Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
To our game of the week here from Snow Canyon High School, the Warriors getting ready to take on the Riverhawks. Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah, we're about 2 minutes from kickoff here. The captains are making their way to midfield for the coin toss, and we're about to get started here. We also ran into a quick technical difficulty, so we're running around and fixing some things up, but hopefully everything is going great here real soon.
All right, coin toss getting ready to go underway here. Sorry, I had to step away for a second, chasing after Matt. Our video feed kind of went down for just a sec, but it came right back up, and our producer went chasing after the camera guy. So I was like, hey, no worries, come on back.
We're good. So
let's get back into our Red Rock Auto Sales keys to the game, shall we?
Yes.
Let's talk about Snow Canyon. What are you looking for your key to the game here? For me personally, I would say offense has to get rolling. You have some good offensive players. Of course, Hunter Johnson being one of them at quarterback. He's seasoned. He's been there before. Last year he did really good.
Yeah, no, you're right, and to me, more specifically on offense, is that speed that they have. I think Snow Canyon has a ton of speed, a ton of guys from a lot of different areas that can do some different things, and so I think if they can get spread out and use that to their advantage, I think that they'll see a lot of great opportunities and a lot of big plays.
Yeah, I think so too. Snow Canyon is going to be kicking off. They'll be kicking off from our left to the right towards the Riverhawks. So Riverhawks will start with the ball on this one. But Snow Canyon getting ready to run down the tunnel. Thanks for listening in again here on whether you're listening on Fox Sports Southern Utah 99.5, 95.3, or if you're listening on 104.5 The Ranch up in Cache Valley. We thank you for listening. It's Caiden Formaster here and Kurt Anderson. So this game just about to get started.
Yes, sir. We got the teams running onto the field with their flags, getting hyped up. The crowd's getting into it, and we're just about to get things moving.
Now looking at some scores from across town. The
Timpview
was really going off against Crimson Cliffs.
It looks like it's 28-7 right now.
Yep.
Timpview just scored again, and so you can catch that on our other feed if you're interested in it.
Yeah, we'll watch it on region10sports.tv. You can go catch it over there. This game is broadcasting live over there as well, so make sure you're watching it online or listening to us on the radio. Either way, thank you for joining us here tonight. So,
no, we're changing the channel, though. I take that back. Stay only here and only to us.
Hey, if you go to region10sports.tv, you can watch both games at the same time.
Okay.
Listen to us. You can watch both.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. This is incredible how this is all put together, and the stream, the feed, everything is fantastic, man. I really enjoyed watching this.
It's a lot of fun. Both teams out there getting ready to take the field and get this thing underway. So, again, thank you for joining us, and thank you for sticking with us through our Findlay Subaru pregame show as we get into the action here from Snow Canyon High School. Again, the Warriors going to be kicking off shortly here to the Riverhawks.
Music is playing. Everybody's swaying. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we're ready to go.
It's game time.
Kick is away. It's kind of low.
Low, short roller.
Takes it back through to the 25. Kind of wrapped up just past the 25, and I think taken down by number 15. That's Archie Throwfall.
Yeah, I think that was Ashton McFarland from Ridgeview that picked that up. Ridgeline, sorry about that.
Yep.
He was one of more of the up men, but it was a low grounder on that kickoff, and picked it up and got a few yards and puts them out to the 27-yard line.
So that brings out this Ridgeline offense. And let's see what they can produce here. Already got a flag on the play. First play of the game.
It looks like we had an offensive lineman jumping a little bit early. The quarterback gave himself a hard count, and it tricked his own guy there.
Ex-quarterback for them right now. I don't have a 19 on my roster.
I think this is McGregor Bruff
is in there. And he
throws it right down the middle and just misses his guy.
Oh, he threw it right down the middle, and the DB had some pretty good coverage, but I'm not sure he saw the safety that was coming through there. And the safety made a break on the ball and broke it up. He almost had a pick there. And it looks like, I don't know if you heard kind of some of that feed, but it looks like we have a new starting quarterback tonight. We're thinking that's McGregor Bruff, number 19, a sophomore. And, he's looking pretty confident out there so far.
Yeah, so far with that pass up the middle, this time it's a handoff, going to be wrapped up, taken down right around that line, that original line of scrimmage. That was number 28, which That's another one I don't have on my roster, so let's see if I can track down some names again.
Well, I believe I saw it was number 71, Lynn Corthran, that made the stop there. He threw that offensive lineman out of the way, jumped out there, and took the man down, whoever number 28 is.
I'm pulling some rosters.
We're doing what we can, folks.
Gotta love it when these games start and we just don't have rosters, huh? Going back to pass, though. Gets it across the middle. Back to that single number 28. We'll see if we can figure out who that is, but he gets dropped down just about a yard before the line to gain, but a flag is on the play.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play call right there. They threw a little bubble screen there.
Will Ripstein is number 28 on this roster. Yeah, I know earlier pregame we were kind of talking with some people around here, and everyone was saying, I don't know if these rosters are up to date exactly because, again, just a few of them a little on the side.
And, looking at it from the Max Preps information that we had before, Will is their lead rusher, and so that is Will Ripstein out there. It looks like with the penalty, they did get the first down, and so 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line.
Handoff again, Ripstein trips up right at that line of scrimmage, but falls forward for an extra yard, so let's make it 2nd and 9, shall we?
Let's do it.
Hopefully all of the little technical difficulties and roster difficulties, I should say, are kind of out of the way, and we can just roll with this broadcast now. We're just barely getting started here. 0-0 over on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. 10:20 on the clock as it's rolling down. Going back to pass, looking out to his left side, gets his guy right in the hands, and he drops it. Number 16, Ashton McFarland, just couldn't hold on to it, wide open.
Yeah, McFarland there, he swung out of the backfield, and it didn't seem like anybody had noticed to pick him up, and he was 2 or 3 yards down the field, but he had a little room to run if he would have been able to pull it in.
So 3rd down here for the Riverhawks, seeing if they can make a 3rd and 9 conversion here on their first drive of the game. Snow Canyon defense holding them off so far. A couple penalties already, though. This game's been a little bit dicey. This pass going outside. Gets his guy. He's got a little room to run, but he's taken down. That was number 3 for the Riverhawks. Again, I have 2 number 3s here. I think that's Caiden Cox is who that one is. I have Caiden Cox on my roster so that's who we'll say on us, shall we?
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, on that play, it was a great setup. The DB made a break on the ball, but he was just a little bit behind, and that allowed for a big play right there.
Snap again, handoff. Ripstein takes it in for about a 3-yard gain to the 41-yard line in Snow Canyon territory. Brings up 2nd down.
If I've got this right, I think that's Ripstein with 4 carries for about 6 yards so far, so he hasn't had a lot of room to run on each of those plays, but he keeps on grinding and moving those legs.
Here we go again, 2nd down, rolling out to his right side to throw, gets the pass off into the hands of his receiver, hit pretty hard before taking down. That was Jackson Olsen on the reception.
Wow, that was a great play there by Bruff. It was a little bit Patrick Mahomes-esque that he was rolling out to his wrong side and did an underhand flip, and it was a great toss there for a big gain.
But hey, they get a U-First Credit Union 1st down on the play and just sneaking in closer to that red zone. Snaps away, rolling back, looking to pass. Pressure coming. Gets it off. Receiver taken down in the backfield for a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard loss. That was number 12, Steve Bovey.
Yeah, that got kind of blown up right in the first place. The D lineman busted right through and was in the quarterback's face, so he couldn't set and get everything where they wanted to go. And he did toss it out there, but there were plenty of guys everywhere because of the disruption that had just happened.
So that brings up now 2nd down, 13 to go, 8:22, nothing here on the Wilkinson's scoreboard.
We got Bruff looking to the sideline a bunch of times, waiting for some motion.
Livingston in motion, handoff, got a pretty good gap before he was taken down. Lipstein gets about to the middle of the chains for a third down with 5 to go.
Yeah, this is, 3rd and 5 has probably been their easiest one so far. They've kind of dug themselves some holes, but have always been able to pull back so far this drive. So we'll see how they do when they don't have quite as far to go.
So 3rd down, 6 is on the board, actually 3rd and 6 here. See what the Riverhawks can do with it on 3rd down. Rupp takes the snap. It's high. It's above his head. It's falling to the ground. He picks it up, but he's going to be wrapped up and taken down for a huge loss. Rupp's at number 35? 32. That's number 32 for the Warriors.
Ochoa. And that was, now the crowd's really getting into it. This place is shaking.
Oh, I told you, they get shaking, man.
We're at fourth and about 23.
Hey, but you know what? They're going to go for it on a walk 4th down. On Snow Canyon's own 43-yard line. They got a flag, made them jump off sides. Looks like it was number 58 for the Warriors jumping off. It's going to be Caiden Cox. Or are they pushing this one against Ridgeline?
What are they saying?
Oh, they are going to give it to the Riverhawks. They said, hey, no, you made it happen. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I didn't see the movement there from the offensive line, but there was for sure a D lineman that jumped there for the Warriors.
Do you bring in your punting team at this point? No. You go for it on 4th and
26 from about the 50-yard line.
He's good. Oh, and he does a little kick out. And it lands out of bounds. So Canyon will take over. He had him lined up like, hey, we're going to do a play. Let's go. But you know what that does for later? It gives them the option to run a 4th down trick play and just throw the ball.
Yeah, no matter what, Snow Canyon's going to have to be ready and prepared for that. So, it's a great weapon there for Ridgeline as well. Bluff did punt that, about 40 yards down to, looks like they're good spotting it right at the 10-yard line. So it all worked out, and Snow Canyon didn't even have a guy back to it with a chance to return it.
So that brings up a first down for the Warriors to start things off on their own 10-yard line. Pretty good field position if you're Ridgeline, though, right here. Is Hunter Johnson set up in the gun.
Yeah, they've got them pinned back pretty deep.
Johnson takes a snap. He's going to hand it off, taking it across the left side, and going out of bounds with it, but not after a solid gain. That was a great run there by Tegan Hugh.
Okay. Well, yeah, we talked about kind of some of the keys, the Red Rock keys of the game there at the beginning of the game, and that was speed, and right out of the gate it seemed like he was kind of swallowed up, but was able to get around that edge and pick up 9 yards. They gave him 9 yards on that. So
6 minutes left on the clock, still scoreless here on the Wilkinson scoreboard, but that does bring up, like you say, 2nd and 1. Johnson in the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking to pass. Gets it away. It's going to be a 1st down and more for Jake Hill on the reception. He gets out around the 26-yard line. So the Warriors able to pull away from that pesky end zone behind them when they started at that 10-yard line, and now they are just marching down the field a little bit.
Yeah, they're looking pretty in sync, pretty smooth, and of course that's not great news for Ridgeline, and so hopefully they can kind of tighten some things up, but great job to Snow Canyon there to come out just looking great with everything they've done so far.
So it's another first down here for the Warriors with Johnson in the gun. He's going to drop to pass the screen pass over to Tegan Hugh, and it's taken down for a pretty decent gain.
Yeah. Well, once again, they do kind of that bubble swing out pass to the side. Looks like it's they gave him 7 yards there, and it was just a foot race between I think you said it was Hugh there versus the safety that was chasing him across the field. They just couldn't quite keep up.
2nd down, 3 to go. Johnson. There's already a flag. What do we got here? Sideline warning.
Oh.
Sideline infraction over there on Ridgeline. Telling him, hey, switch it on back a little bit. Yeah. You're getting a little too close for comfort.
You know, I wonder if it was maybe even something that was said. It didn't seem like the players were that far into the field or any of the coaches or anything like that. I didn't see it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, here we go again. Second down. Looking to pass. Johnson has all the time in the world. Gets it across to Will Warner, who has a first down and more. Little stiff arm to the head there to Ashton McFarland, and goes out of bounds with you first down.
Sheesh, that always, as a coach, that always scares you to death. He caught it for about that 3 yards and was at that first down, and then he ran it back a few yards. But he was able to get around that defender and pick up about 6 more yards.
So again, first down here from the 40, Snow Canyon's own 40, as they're trying to push forward into Ridgeline territory here with another first down. Let's see what they can do on this 1st and 10 here. Johnson again in the gun. 2 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right. Flip that. 1 to his left, 2 to his right. He's going to keep it himself, rush for it. He's got a good gain of 5, plays more, falls forward. Does he have enough for the first down? And he will. They'll give him 11.
11 yards there. Yeah, that was a quarterback keeper the entire time. It was snapped right to him, and everybody pushed over to the right, and he just had tons of room there.
So the Warriors with another first down. It's still scoreless here. 4:40 left on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. But hey, the Warriors are into the territory of the Riverhawks now.
Yeah, and Snow Canyon doesn't seem to be in a hurry. They're huddling up every time. They're taking their time and making sure that everything's great. And why wouldn't they when everything they're doing is working?
Absolutely, right? 1st and 10, Johnson. He takes a snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going out. Ooh, overthrows his receiver. That was Brandon Goff who was overthrown, but hits the turf. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Goff was open there. It just looked like he let it sail a little bit high on him and kind of lucked out that maybe with that safety back there didn't get an easy interception.
Got to give a shout out to one of our sponsors up in Cache Valley, Logo Shop for the uniform check. Warriors with the black, green, and some gold trim. Riverhawks wearing the white with the big numbers in black on it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, they all look really good out there.
2nd and 10. Johnson takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He gets past the 50 down to about, the helmet is knocked off of number 14, Derek Gassaway. Looks like he's taken down to about the 45.
Yeah, that was a pretty big hit there. It kind of bent him about in half.
Yeah.
Johnson still, was taking it that whole way and took a pretty big hit and bounced right up though.
Now here at Snow Canyon High School, out across to the east side of us, some pretty dark clouds. If that thunder and lightning starts to roll in too close to us,
let's hope that's not the situation.
We'd expect blows, but I'm hoping that's not the case.
Blow that the other way.
Yeah. 3rd down, 6 to go here for the Warriors. Johnson, he's going to look to pass. Some pressure coming at him. Keep it himself. He's going to have to take it down for a loss. He's going to end up sitting down right at the 50, so it'll be 4th down and 11 yards to go.
Yeah, that's a tough situation there. I think that they had all the momentum, everything going right, and the DN just came out almost untouched. He was right by the left tackle and didn't give him any chance for any play or anything to get set up.
Brings out the punting unit now for the Warriors.
Well, both teams so far, Caiden, have looked pretty good offensively, had some great things going, and then sputtered once they got across the 50-yard line.
Yeah, here's the punt. It's away, and it's high and pretty decent punt. It falls in at the 5. They'll pick it up at the 6.
Stays right there. You can't ask for anything better than that.
That's not too shabby. So the Riverhawks will take over at the 6-yard line. Hey, not too bad there if you're Snow Canyon, right?
No, absolutely. It's
Of course, you want to score on the drive, but
yeah, it's a great situation there to kind of flip the field. Of course, they were pinned down at their own 10-yard line to kind of start everything out, and that's what you're doing, is giving yourself a little breathing room. And they were able to move the ball effectively, pick up 3 first downs, and pin them back on their own 6-yard line.
now across town, Timpview and Crimson Cliffs facing off. That one's tough. They're kicking a field goal, make it 35-7. Timpview over Crimson. Looking to pass. Gets the pass away. Does he have his receiver? Overthrown.
You know, that's too bad. It looked like they kind of faked the bubble screen over to the left end of the field, and people were pulled up and kind of caught the Warriors kind of looking into the backfield, and then they had a receiver running a deep route, and he was there and he was open, but just a little bit over his head.
That's McGregor Bluff for quarterback back there trying to make a play happen. It'll be second down now from their own 6-yard line. Snow Canyon putting the pressure there at their own goal line. Into the hands, picked up and caught. Good catch there. That was Jackson Olsen.
Wow, that whole thing was great there. I'm trying to see who the D lineman was, but he ran straight through, almost untouched, and put a licking on Bruff there just as he was throwing the ball, and everything worked out there for Ridgeline.
Looks like there's some official talk going on down there. Let's see what they end up saying. Officials just having a little quick chat. So,
I saw that guy down there.
They're giving that you first down, so
Okay.
let's just roll with it.
Yeah, we had, that guy was down there with a walkie-talkie before the game, so I don't know what happened, but they had a chat with him for a second.
Snap away, Bluff. He's going to pass out to his right. He has a receiver there. He's got it down to the 40. He's out to the 30, taking it to the 20. Just stripped up around the 10. Brought down, but not before a huge gain.
Yeah, I can't see that
That's
number.
Jackson Olsen, who took it all the way down. Number 1, Jackson Olsen, brought down by Brandon Goff.
Yeah, I think that is Goff, and he kept slapping himself in the head. I think
He's still slapping himself in the head out there off the corner for the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't know what assignment he missed, or if he bought on something that he wasn't supposed to. But
We got ourselves
upset with himself.
Yeah, we got ourselves a Fabulous Freddy's Fabulous timeout with that. We'll take a quick minute break and be back with you on the other side here on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Caiden Cox
And Mark Musgrave, the voice you know from Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Check out our local sports radio show, From the Bleachers, every weekday from 4 to 6 on 99.5 FM in St. George and 93.1 FM or 1400 AM in Cedar City.
Miss the show? You can find us on your favorite podcast app by searching From the Bleachers or Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property value.
Back at Warrior Field, okay, Warriors taking on Ridgeline Riverhawks. Ridgeline just getting a playoff right before we came back from the break. Incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10. Still scoreless here through the first quarter. 1:53 left to go on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard.
Yeah, so we're 2nd and 10.
Here goes the off right in the middle, and he takes it down quite a ways, enough to get the first, not quite, just a yard shy.
Yeah, that was Will Ripstein again, and he looked like a man possessed there. Had some guys right in front of him at the line of the scrimmage. He just kept moving those feet, pushing people out of his way. Picked up 9 yards on that.
3rd down, about a yard to go.
And they're only about 3 yards out from the end zone.
And it's in. That's a touchdown on the passing play there. That's, again, Jackson Olsen.
Okay, Jackson Olsen. There we go. Yeah.
So Ridgeline getting on the board first.
With a 4-yard touchdown pass from Bruff to Jackson Olsen.
Setting up for the field goal here. Number 81 for Ridgeline. That's Aaron Young. Gets it through. So that is now 7-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Again, we'll take a quick 30-second break and be back with you in just a second.
The clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Tonawin Data Center redefines...
Again, where Ridgeline Riverhawks get the first score on the board over the Snow Canyon Warriors at 7-0 on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. We keep kind of talking this field position battle, but that time it didn't matter to Ridgeline whatsoever. Of course, the big play of that drive was the 70-yard pass from Bruff to, I believe it was Jackson Olsen. And of course, that sets up the short field for them where they were able to kind of connect on a 3-yard touchdown pass.
Kick is away now to the Warriors. Receiving this one is, it looks like Will Warner takes this one. He takes it right up past the 20, slips a lot of tackles, and it just keeps on rolling forward. I think he probably got a good 23 yards after touch, but there was a flag on the play.
Yeah, and I didn't see exactly what that was, but it's kind of in that area, maybe a hold or a block in the back.
See what the officials end up saying.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of made the hold signal there to the other side of the field, so we weren't able to see it. And they do take him back 10 yards on that, so I think it was a hold. So the Snow Canyon Warriors will have a 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
All right.
Their second offensive possession of the game, and be a great time for them to respond well.
Snap is away, and so is the pass. It's a little low, but it looks like he was able to pick that up.
And it was 20.
Samaj Thompson. Samaje Thompson.
Who hung on to that. Yeah, he jumped right down there into the dirt.
About 3rd and 5.
Make sure and pick up a few yards at least. So it is 2nd and 2nd and 6 from the 26-yard line.
So here we go for 2nd and 5 now. Snaps away, so is the pass into the hands of Will Warner at the 30, gets past the 30, just keeps fighting for yards. Warner is fighting like crazy.
Yeah, he was there, and a guy had him by the leg, and about 3 dudes came and helped him find the out of bounds right there with a heavy push on that. So great work, great effort. He picked up 8 yards on the play, and that's, of course, 1st down for the Warriors. And they are out to the 34-yard line.
It's a Credit Union first down for the Warriors. So, Warriors looking to score here with 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's still 7-0 with Ridgeline holding on to that lead over the Warriors after a huge play. Big play by Jackson Olsen got them down into the red zone. Snaps away, hand off, taken forward for a gain of about 2. Again, that's Tegan Hugh on the carry.
Tegan Hugh there. Yeah, not a bad work. That should be the last play of the quarter. But, yeah, a lot of work, a lot of effort there so far.
A lot left to do. So, yeah, with that is the end of the first. Again, the score here, 7-0, Ridgeline on our Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. We'll take a quick minute break. Be back with you on the other side here on Fox Sports.
This week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Catch a recap of all the Region 10 football action with the Region 10 Recap, a weekly recap of all the football and boys basketball games each week. See the hits, video highlights, and big plays every Saturday morning on the St. George News' Facebook page.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Welcome back. Here we go into the second quarter. Snow Canyon in control of the ball here on second down. The snap's away to Johnson. Johnson has pressure coming, slips it, has more pressure, and is taken down well in the backfield for a loss. This is number 23 from the Riverhawks on that one. That was J.T. White.
Yeah, that one. It's hard to get those plays going when you don't have a whole lot of time, and he looked great out there, making guys miss, moving around, but just could never set his feet and get the throw off.
So third down and 11 to go.
They're at the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line.
Gets a little bit of jump there from the lineman. This is number 65, Caiden Dana, on the nose tackle.
A lot of clapping, so it looks like it's going against Ridgeline. So that makes it 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 11. And Snow Canyon is coming back in with Hunter Johnson as the QB. In shotgun here with 3 wide to his left and 1 to his right.
Snaps away. Johnson's going to look to pass. Gets it off. But just not enough to really make anything out of it. He's taken down. That was number 24 for the Warriors. Tegan Hugh again. I've seen a few different targets tonight.
Yeah, he just couldn't quite slip the defender there. And it was a great tackle for Ridgeline. And when you make those kind of tackles, you force people to punt.
Yeah, you do. And the Warriors still trying to get something on the board right now. It's still 7-0 over there with Ridgeline in the lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. So with 4th down, 5 to go, not much you can do but punt this one away, right?
That's right.
There's a snap. He drops it. He's got to get something out of there. And he's taken down at the 21. Ridgeline's going to get beautiful field position out of this.
Oh, wow.
Corbin Christian just could not bring that up quick enough off the ground. It kind of just slipped through his fingertips. So Ridgeline's going to start at the Snow Canyon 21.
Yeah, it's a shame for Snow Canyon on that. Corbin had such a great punt that last time, and I thought, hey, look, this is going to be beautiful. We'll take a look at it. But instead, he couldn't hang on to it, and before he had a chance to even pick it up, they'd taken him down for about an 18-yard loss.
That's a big loss, yeah.
Woo.
Would have been better to go for it.
Yeah,
That's tough. That's tough.
Hindsight on that.
I know, right? Ruff gets a pass away on the first play. There is a flag, but it's taken down. I thought he held on to it, but just not enough. That was Caiden Cox on the reception. They are going to call it incomplete, but the flag on the play.
Yeah, I think that's a defensive pass interference. Looked like the DB over there, and I can't quite make out the number on that, but
I think that might have been Warner on that one.
Yeah, that was Will Warner on that. I think he kind of gave him a push to the out of bounds right there. And it was pretty lucky. I mean, he held on to the ball, it looked like, to the ground. And they might have even been yanking it out there on the ground, and they still called it incomplete. So,
across town, Crimson Cliffs, they're getting rained on right now at halftime.
Is that halftime then?
Yep, it's halftime right now. Score over there is 35-7. Timpview's winning this one, but they're doing kick for cash right now. Mr. Mark Musgrave out there, PA announcing for it in the rain.
Well, we just got, looks like that is not coming directly at us, the storms that are here.
Yeah, look like
there's some lightning quite a distance out there, so hopefully it doesn't push this way anymore.
I hope it should. It should, right?
I think it's going to miss us. Just want to play our football game and go home tonight.
So here we go, Snow Canyon trying to hold back the defense here on a 1st and 10. First down here for Buffs. He's taking over this offense. Handoff up the middle. Good gain, but taken down after short gain of maybe about 2.
Not a lot of room there for Ripstein. And it looks like, I guess we didn't quite tell. We couldn't see what the refs looked over to the Ridgeline sideline. We didn't see what the penalty was. And so either way, it looks like it was about half the distance to the goal. So 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line.
Yeah. Here you go, rolling out. Takes it to his left side, passes away. Back corner of the end zone, but well overthrown.
Yep, well overthrown. I think that was probably the best play for him there, too. There wasn't a lot of room for him to make a play. So
that was Caiden Cox, the intended receiver there from Bruff.
That brings us 3rd down and 8 yards to go in the Ridgeline in the red zone here.
7-0, Ridgeline looking to extend their lead. There's 9:20 left to go on the Wilkinson's house sliding scoreboard. So here we go. Let's see what they can pull off. There's going to be some flags.
And it seemed to me like the D-line went first, but I'm not sure he crossed the line of scrimmage, though. And it looks like
they're pushing him back.
Yeah,
they're pushing the offense back. So
yeah, that's been kind of an Achilles here tonight. That's got to be the 4th flag, I think, on Ridgeline tonight so far, and I think most of them have been offsides, and so.
So 3rd down, long. Yeah, some flags getting in the way has been really difficult so far.
Makes it 3rd and 13 from the 14. They can get a 1st down, but
snap
they're
away.
Probably going for the end. Oh,
almost wrapped up, but slips it, pass away, tipped by Will Warner. Intended receiver Caiden Cox, but Warner just gets a hand on it and tips it up out of reach. Beautiful play by the defense to keep this alive for 4th down now, forcing the field goal unit to come out.
Yeah, that was a lot of great things happening that play. Great move by Bruff to break that tackle and get the pass out. But
Aaron Young is the kicker here for Ridgeline. Let's see if he can get it done and make this thing 10-0. Snap away. So is the kick, and
looks good.
Looks good. There we go.
Okay.
So Ridgeline now leads this one 10-0. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with you on the other side here on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
The Wilkinson's house lighting scoreboard. It's with Riverton going to be kicking off here again now to the Warriors. Now, Kurt, this is one of those points in the game where don't you feel like Snow Canyon kind of has to get down the field and score here?
Yeah. It kind of feels like one of those crucial parts of the game.
Right. Should we say our Boza Auto Parts crucial parts of the game, right?
Yeah, let's call it that. And, if I'm Snow Canyon, I'm feeling fantastic. Of course, they have the special teams blunder. Yeah. And they held him to only 3 points.
Warner taking this one down to the 20. Slips the tackle, goes out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Good return there by Will Warner to start things off with another first down.
But yeah, just kind of going back to it, is this is the time that Snow Canyon needs to respond. Their defense did their part in that situation. Ridgeline starts with the ball in the red zone and only walks away with those 3 points, and so they did everything they could there. And you got to wonder if the offense for Snow Canyon can't get something going here after a little momentum shift. Are they going to be able to get it going at all tonight?
Right. Handoff. No, keep it itself. It was a good fake there. Johnson takes it down, and he's still down on the ground. There's a flag now. Some John going on.
Whoa.
Looks like one of the Warriors there just saying, hey, I'm going to stick up for my guy here. Looked like it was number 68, Traden Felipe.
Yeah, and I think it seemed like, of course, we were kind of looking at the quarterback who was down, and it looked like somebody from Ridgeline might have done something or might have started instigating. And then, of course, the guy from Snow Canyon came running in to say that he wasn't happy with whatever was being said or what was going on there.
Well, depending on this penalty right now, the ball is laying at the 33-yard line. The officials are going to say it's against the offense.
Oh, and there's two penalties.
And they're saying, two penalties.
One on each side.
Declined it, and let's just get going with second down, shall we?
Yeah, those penalties will offset, and it'll be second down, and looks like they're about the 33, so it'll be about 2nd and 5. And so one of those things where, especially if you're Snow Canyon, of course, you got to be there and stand up for your guys, but if you hold things a little bit better, you'd have been 15 yards down the field.
Absolutely. All right, so on 2nd and 5 to go, Johnson is going to give the handoff away to Hugh. Hugh takes it across to the right side, cuts in, has enough for a first down, a little bit more as he pushes forward and wrapped up by a whole host of Riverhawks before finally taking down. This game's getting a little chippy out there. The forward progression was well ahead, and they still kept pushing him around.
Yeah.
They don't care about the whistles. Just keep pushing until he hits the ground, huh?
I don't know if the coach saw something, too, on Ridgeline's side, but they're going after that ball. I mean, I think about 3 guys jumped and grabbed onto that ball while he was standing there trying to rip that out, and he wasn't giving it up.
Either way, we got ourselves a U First Credit Union first down. Make U First Credit Union your first choice. You can find them here in St. George on Bluff Street. Heading into first down here, trying to get back into Ridgeline territory of the Warriors is Johnson in the gun. He's got 3 receivers out to his left, 1 on his right, takes a snap. He's got some time, gets the pass away. It's low. Was the pass there?
Got it. Yeah, they give it to him.
Say? Did they? They're not going to give it to him.
Incomplete there.
The intended receiver was Brooks Esplin.
Yeah.
But it did look like the ground may have helped him
pull that
in the pocket a little bit there. So, fair enough.
The home crowd is not liking that call either.
From our angle, it was tough to see. We really couldn't. We really didn't have a good shot of it, which is difficult. But
sure those boys in the black and white down there had a little better view, and we'll trust
sure hope
it.
so, huh? So it's 10-0. Ridgeline leading this one. 8 minutes on the clock over there at the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. So Snow Canyon trying to not have this be a scoreless first half. Sometimes I forget we're only in the first half.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happening in this game.
A lot of stuff happening. This one handed off, taking it across to the right side and going out of bounds with it. Max Reynolds for the Warriors. He takes it down for about a 5-yard gain. They might give him 6 on it. They'll give it him 5. Right at 5-3. 3rd down and 5 to go.
Yeah, I kind of like Snow Canyon's strategy this time. They're doing a lot of these fly sweeps, pushing it out to the edges. Feels like they have the speed to get 4 or 5 yards each time, and if they kind of keep doing that, push it all the way down the field.
Johnson again in the gun with the 3 receivers out on the left. Ball is on the right hash marks. He takes the snap. Pressure's coming. About a 5-man blitz. He gets the pass away. Does he have his guy there? Just over his hands. To bring up 4th down. He had Jake Hill reaching for that one. We have our camera across town. They're readjusting it, and I'm laughing at their
looking through some gates. They must be getting rained on.
Yeah, they must be. They must be trying to hunker down a little bit over there. Understandable.
But of course, with Snow Canyon here, they've got a 4th and about 5 after that incomplete pass, and they've brought in the punting unit, and so I'm sure they're hoping that they can get a little smoother transition.
Ooh, just high, but he brings it in. The punt goes away. Falls in at the 30. It's going to roll a little bit. Hey, that was a generous roll.
Yeah, it was great there for Snow Canyon. It looked like disaster.
Down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, disaster was just about to happen, but their punter's got a beautiful leg and put that right at the 15-yard line.
So with Ridgeline taking over again, Snow Canyon, as we mentioned before, I feel like right here leading up to halftime, kind of sitting in one of these Bose Auto Parts crucial parts of the game right here, just seeing if they can make this stop. And if you're in Southern Utah and you need a crucial part for your vehicle, make sure you stop in at Bose Auto Parts with locations all across Southern Utah.
Yeah, and I think this is a position that Ridgeline is just absolutely loving. They've controlled a little bit of this game. They've been able to move the ball, and this series could really put the pressure on to Snow Canyon if they're able to score.
Good run right there up the middle by Ridgeline. Again, that was Will Ripstein. Or Ripstein. What do you think it is? Ripstein or Ripstein?
I don't know. I kind of go with the German sounding, like the Rammstein. Ripstein.
We'll go with Ripstein, shall we?
Okay. Yeah, he's played pretty well tonight. Been able to move that ball,
He's done it a few times, moved it pretty well. 2nd down and 5 now. Looking to pass.
He's got all day.
Ruff gets it away up the middle. Good hard hit, though. Wow.
Whoa.
Big hit by Makio Swenson. Makio Swenson just coming in hard. Could be a contender there for a Castlelite rock hard tackle of the game. Huh?
Yeah, he came across the middle, and that's what you're taught to do, is just to lay that wood, make him afraid of getting there. But props to the receiver there on Ridgeline who held onto the ball and still picked up a couple of yards there.
So it brings up 3rd down, 5 to go. Snap is away. Ruff looking to pass. Pressure coming. Rolls out of it. Throw is away from the left. He's got it downfield. Not there. Pass is broken up.
Number 7.
Again, Brandon Goff, who's getting in there and getting it done.
He had him open there. That was another huge gain.
That was a good defensive play by the Warriors. Wow.
Yeah, Goff just got his big paw in there and ripped that ball right out of his hand.
For those watching at home, apologize for the shaky camera, but I don't apologize for the student body getting into it.
The fans are loving that. Their Ridgeline, do they know that it's 4th down?
They might be doing that little kick thing that they did last time. Who knows what they're doing?
Maybe looking
trying to
for
get him
an
to jump offside. Yeah, on a 4th and 5, why not, right?
Yeah.
There it goes. Punt is away. Falls down at the 45 and kind of just dies right there. Rolls actually over to the 46 before it's picked up by Caiden Cox. So Snow Canyon will take over with 5:26 on the clock. And Snow Canyon, again, just has to make something happen right now on the offensive side as they're still scoreless. It's 10-0. Snow Canyon trailing this one on the Wilkinson scoreboard. So what can they do here to just get this offense rolling? What is their power move in this?
Yeah, once again, I think it's kind of that methodical consistency kind of thing. They've really found some yards when they hit kind of those edges, and then once they get away from that, things haven't quite worked as well for him. So
taking it himself is Johnson. He gets
he
slips some tackles,
through,
gets down to the 30. He loses his helmet, and He's upset.
Yeah,
he is
he's
upset.
thinking it was ripped off instead of just knocked off.
I don't think I've ever seen him so passionate about something. He is not happy about whatever just happened out there on the field.
But, let's not let that kind of take away from that play. We just talked about hitting the edges, and he got around to that outside, and we both thought that they were going to push him out about the 50-yard line, and he was able to plant that foot, push back onto the inside, and run down for an additional 20 yards. So fantastic, big momentum play that Snow Canyon's going to need.
Absolutely. So Snow Canyon gets that first down, but and according to the rules, with Hunter Johnson losing his helmet, he's not going to be able to be in there at quarterback. So they're going to bring in, looks like they brought in number 10. That's Talon Kelly, to take over for at least this first down here. He looks like he might pass, keeps it himself, holds on to it, keeps rolling, and he's going to be wrapped up. Looks like forward progression-wise, they might put him maybe a yard, maybe back at that line of scrimmage. Let's see where they end up putting Talon at.
Yeah, it looked like Ridgeline didn't think that he was going to pass it whatsoever, and they came in on a run blitz right there. He didn't have a lot of room, and I guess they didn't even give him a yard on it. So
well, I'm looking down here in the bottom left of the screen, and Hunter Johnson's trying to sneak his way over to the front of the line, being like, hey, I'm good. Let's put me back in the game, coach. But he's not going to be able to go in for that second down play right now. So 2nd and 10 again here for the Warriors.
Is that part of the rule on that? I mean, it should only be one play that he's out if he loses his helmet.
But they went over and checked him, make sure he was good, and by the time he got over to Coach Kelly, airing this one out, and he's going to get a pick.
Nobody's there.
No one there at all. Ashton McFarland snags this one. He's going to go down at the 10-yard line. Not a soul in sight on that passing play from Talon Kelly. Tough break for the Warriors.
Yeah, there's I'm not sure if that's kind of what happens when the backup quarterback comes in, if they were on a different page or something, but there was 3 white jerseys back there and not a black one, and so there was no chance that anything else was going to happen. I do wonder if that's why Hunter was so ticked off with his stuff there after that play. If maybe when the helmet was off, maybe he got popped in the head or something. And
yeah, and that could have been. And part of it's probably mad that he wasn't able to go. He has to get taken out of the game. This one's rushed right up the middle for a 5-6 yard gain.
Yeah, Ripstein again.
Couple scores from across town right now. It's halftime in most places. We're close to halftime here with 3:30 left on the clock. Ridgeline leading this one. Cedar over Canyon View right now, winning that one 28-0. As this rush goes up by Ripstein, and he's going to be taken down for just a short gain of a yard. But yeah, again, Cedar 28-0 over Canyon View currently.
Tegan Whitehead on that last tackle was the one man there. Otherwise, he would have had a whole lot of room.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
Now it's bouncing around.
We're bouncing. Pineview getting close to the end here as it's 17-14. And they're trailing to Salem Hills.
Okay, that looks like a great game.
Ruff looking to get a pass away. Had to roll out. Gets it there. First down and a little more. Wrapped up. Blows through the wrap-up, I should say, and taken down. That was number 28 for Ridgeline.
If we're correct on this, and that is Bruff on there, it shows here. It shows here that he's a sophomore, and that's a very veteran play right there. I mean, he's rolling out. He pulls the DB that was guarding his man out there right to him, and he was able to just kind of pop it out there and pick up that first down.
So 1st and 10, looking to pass, gets it away, has a guy there. Wrapped up, taken down for a solid gain. That was number 12, Steve Bovey.
Okay.
Desert Hills trailing to Spanish Fork right now, heading into the third. It's 20-6. Spanish Fork taking it to him. Tied up right now, 7 apiece. Dixie, as they went to Palm Springs, California to play Palm Desert. This one, handoff.
Who's 16
Good move there. Rushing through for a huge gain is Ashton McFarland.
Yeah, he was, we called him a couple of times earlier in the game on the opening kickoff and some other plays, but yeah, that was their largest run of the game. That was about 15 yards he picked up right there.
Looking at some other scores, Hurricane and Timpanogos. Hurricanes got on the board with 7, but Timpanogos leading. They have 28. Looking to pass is Bruff. He's going to pass it away right up the middle. Oh, he had his guy, but it was way too high up in the air. He had Graham Livingston ready for that one. He could have, if that was just a little bit lower, he could have broken away and had a score, but tough break.
I had the monitor in the way, but it looked like he almost stopped kind of waiting on it.
He did, a little bit.
And if he kind of would have kept on running or been with it, maybe Bruff didn't see him in time, or he didn't think he was going to get seen. But, yeah, it looks like that slight hesitation, what might have cost them there another touchdown.
Yeah. Well, across town, by the way, they are in a rain delay for Crimson and Timpview. So, hey, we might end up finishing ours at about the same time, huh?
Here we go. Let's do that.
They've been in a rain delay for quite a while over there. Talk about an extended halftime show, but they're making it happen. So, a little bit of a timeout here. Fabulous Freddy's Fabulous timeout, but we'll keep it right here for this one. And thank Fabulous Freddy's for being one of our sponsors. And if you're in Southern Utah, stop by either Fabulous Freddy's location, either on Bluff Street or off of River Road, and they'll take care of you. Now, Snow Canyon, again, kind of just the defense is getting worked here, trying to just keep this game in play, and so far they've done okay. They've let 2 scores come by, 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. It's 10-0 here on the Wilkinson scoreboard. As we near halftime, though, we'll kind of recap our keys to the game from Red Rock Auto Sales as we get closer to that Rally Stop halftime show. So stick around for that as it's coming up in about a minute and a half of play clock. Snap away, looking to pass, gets it off. Does he have his guy there? Out of his hands. They're going to put a flag down, though. It looks like it'll be a defensive pass interference on Jake Hill.
Yeah, it looked like from our angle there was a little bit of hand checking on things, and I'm not sure that, in my interpretation that's there. Goff there for Snow Canyon kind of was looking like that it was a push off on Ridgeline. Oh, yeah, and they are pointing towards Ridgeline, so it was an offensive pass interference, but I'm not sure that I saw a ton from my angle on it.
Yeah, it's I guess from our angle it looked like it might have been more defense, but again it looks like it must have been some sort of pass or push off, I should say. So yeah, it's gonna go back a ways.
Well, great news there. If you're that's a
15-yard penalty.
Woo.
That is a big penalty.
That's
now luckily it's not NFL rules where the foul happened. Again, I guess if in this situation where it's offensive, it'd be 15 yards no matter what. But
yeah,
something different from high school is, it's not where it happened if it was defensive. So snap is away, looking to pass, airing this one out again. He's got his guy
wide open.
He's got a first down and more, taken out of bounds around the 25 or so. Let's see where they end up marking it. They put it at 27, but a first down easily for Graham Livingston, the freshman.
That's unbelievable right there. Must have been a mistake there or something, because all he did was ran straight down the field and nobody was there with him. He was wide open, and that's definitely not what you want to give up on 2nd and 25.
Yeah, a little bit of blown coverage. This one's handoff to Ripstein. He's going to bully his way forward for a gain of about 5. Just about a minute to go here. In the first half of play, it's still 10-0. Ridgeline leads this one on the Wilkinson South Sliding scoreboard. 1 minute exactly as the clock continues to tick. Ridgeline just a few yards out of the red zone. Snap away. Fakes the handoff, goes across the middle, has his guy taken down for a first down catch. That's Caiden Cox.
Well, once again, if you're Snow Canyon and you're on that defense, you've got to be thinking, we got to hold them to a field goal here. Keep them out of the end zone. Keep this a 2-score game.
Yeah, absolutely. So with 46 seconds left on the clock, again, it's 10-0. Looks like they're going to take a quick timeout. We'll take a quick timeout ourselves. Give us 30 seconds, and we'll be back into the action here on Fox Sports Southern Utah and The Ranch.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Put in another score before the end of the half as they've made their way into the red zone on the last play. It's a 1st and 10, rolling out to pass is Broff. He's looking to his left, gets the pass away. It is no one there, throws it out of bounds, bring up 2nd.
Yeah, the smart play right there for him to just toss the ball and get rid of it instead of try forcing anything there. Ridgeline, 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line, looking to try to put this game out of reach and have all the momentum going into halftime.
Yeah. Don't forget to stick around for our halftime show. Our Rally Stop halftime show as Ripson leads this one through close to a 1st down.
He looks like he's picked up about 8 yards on that play, and it looks like we'll go to another timeout just so the clock doesn't run out, and I believe that is the final timeout that Ridgeline has.
But we'll keep the action right here as we lead into the Rally Stop halftime show. We also want to thank our sponsors up in the Cache Valley area as we head into, on their side, the Planet Fitness halftime show. Thank them for being the sponsor of that. But real quick, give a shout out to some of the sponsors from up there in Cache Valley. We have D&D Auto Salvage, Les Olson Company, New Horizons Beauty College, and CacheValleyDaily.com. So I know that this game is actually being broadcast on CacheValleyDaily.com, so make sure you head on over there. If you're just listening on the radio, you can watch along, or go to Region10Sports.tv and watch along there. Hey, look at that. We're on the camera.
All right. And it's huge for us to have these sponsors. You know, it's them that allow us to be able to stream these games, to broadcast them, and to do all this work. So a huge appreciation to each of those sponsors.
Yeah. 3rd down, a little bit to go. Pushing through. He's got a 1st down. Does he have a touchdown? I think he's got it. Oh,
no,
they still haven't signaled anything.
Oh, there it is.
We got one. We got someone signaling now. So Ridgeline pushing forward. That'll put it up to 16. Waiting for that PAT to come down, but definitely a good position right now for the Riverhawks.
Do we need light on? Oh, yeah. Let's get a good look at these faces in here.
Look at that. Look at those beauties, huh? Let's get over to the action instead, shall we? There we go.
I'm trying to. It looked like it was number 81 kicking that extra
that's
point.
Young.
I didn't get him, but he got it.
Got it through.
Right through the uprights.
Aaron Young on the kick there. So, with only 21 seconds left to go here in the half, tough position to be in right now if you're the I was going to say Mustangs. I'm looking over here at Crimson Cliff stuff. If you're the Warriors. Against Ridgeline now, as it's now 17-0. Tough place to be.
Yeah, that's that's what we kind of said coming into this. Snow Canyon had looked great in many facets of the games against some stiff competition, and just right now, it's looking like Ridgeline is the one who's at home, ready to play, and just doing everything right along the way. And so, there's going to have to be quite a few adjustments made in the locker room for Snow Canyon if they want to compete in this game.
The Riverhawks going to be kicking off here. Again, that's Aaron Young on the play, going to be kicking off to the Warriors. So again, 21.5 seconds left on the clock, 17-0 as this one's a little roller on the ground. It goes out of bounds at 31, and there goes the flag. So again, 17-0 on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard.
And that's probably the right move there by Ridgeline. I think you keep that out of anybody's hands that could really do any damage on that. And with only 21 seconds left in the half, it'd be tough for Snow Canyon to kind of get any sort of momentum moving that direction. So
right. It's definitely tough position to be in as the Warriors now taking the field.
Still 65 yards away with 20 seconds. We'll see. And it looks like they're coming out in the shotgun, so I would doubt that they're just going to kneel on it.
Hey, we'll see here. They want to score. They got to get something rolling here, right?
I agree, but it's been kind of a tough go.
There's the snap. Passes away. Has his receiver. Is going to take it out of bounds. That's number 3. I believe that's Jake Hill. Yep, Jake Hill, number 3.
You do well with that roster, my friend.
It's all up here.
Yeah.
It's all up there in the noggin.
Right in the middle of it.
Second down now, 4 to go.
17 seconds left in the half.
Again in the gun here for Hunter Johnson. Johnson takes the snap, looking to pass, gets it away. It's going to be wrapped up, taken down for a short gain. That's number 6. Conrad Green.
Yep. And they're letting the clock just run out. So it looks like that's the way the half's going to go. And there it is.
And there is halftime. So the score here at halftime from Snow Canyon High School. Snow Canyon still holding on to that goose egg, and Ridgeline 17 with that lead. So as we head into our Rally Stop halftime show, we will take a break here. Give us 2 minutes, and we'll be back with our Rally Stop halftime show right here on Fox Sports Southern Utah and 104.5 The Ranch.
Hey, it's Caiden Formaster. And Mark Musgrave, the voice you know from Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Check out our local sports radio show, From the Bleachers, every weekday from 4 to 6 on 99.5 FM in St. George and 93.1 FM or 1400 AM in Cedar City.
Missed the show? You can find us on your favorite podcast app by searching From the Bleachers or Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City. Back here to the action from Snow Canyon High School, Snow Canyon Warriors and the Riverton. That was last week. Man, that's struggling. Ridgeline.
Riverhawks.
Ridgeline Riverhawks. Last week I did Riverton.
Okay.
Ridgeline Riverhawks. Hey, and I've already said Crimson today, and
Yeah.
that's, it's one of those days. It just happens. It's late. It's past 9
true.
o'clock here. It's Caiden Formaster here. And
that is St. George for you, right?
Yeah.
We all go to bed by 9 o'clock.
It's true. I'm in bed by now all the time. But Caiden Formaster, Kurt Anderson here on the broadcast with you. Thank you for joining us as we head on into the Rally Stop halftime show. If you're heading through Cedar City, if you're a Ridgeline fan too, you're hanging out here, going back up north, stopping at Rally Stop in Cedar City. Might as well, right? Couple locations
absolutely.
here in St. George as well.
Absolutely.
So, and then we got to think on the other side of it as well, Planet Fitness up in Cache Valley for being our halftime sponsor up there. So appreciate them. So let's hop into some of this. Recapping some of the keys to the game. Part of it for Ridgeline was defense, and it's worked.
Yeah, you know what? They'd given up a lot. I think you said that they gave up 55 points in the first two games, and of course they're pitching a shutout right here. We talked about that they weren't just going to sit back and say, hey, look, oh well, too bad. This is kind of the situation we're in. That they've come out and that defense has just put the clamps down, and even when the big play they've let it all be small plays. They've kept everything in front of them. They haven't allowed them to go anything big on them. And so when they do that, they have to be long, sustained, consistent drives. And Snow Canyon just hasn't been able to do that.
Yeah, they've definitely struggled at that. At times they've had opportunities to march down the field, and they have to a certain extent. And then they get around midfield. Something happens. On one play, it's Hunter Johnson going down with his helmet coming off, has to go get checked, so they bring in the backup, and the backup throws a pick, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough break. You had the one break where they're trying to punt it away anyways, goes over his head, and the ball lands on the 21-yard line in their own area. So some offensive mistakes have led to some offensive breaks for Ridgeline.
Yeah, and it is amazing that you can kind of say that, because if we flip it around to the other side, we can say, hey, look, how has Ridgeline scored? And to me, there's really about 3 plays. When they lose the punt over the head, that's 3 points. Snow Canyon had a huge blunder back there that on the first touchdown where they gave up about a 70-yard pass. And of course, for 2nd and 25 there, right on that last drive, they just completely didn't even see the receiver there. And so, you kind of start saying, look, hey, Ridgeline, they're the ones that have played the better brand of football. They're the ones that have done what they're supposed to do on that. But I'm thinking and I'm hoping for the second half for entertainment on things. Let's keep this close. Let's not go a blowout. And, we could still have a great game that these teams are still matched up very well.
Right. That's what we're definitely hoping to see, is making a good game out of this. Now, I know Snow Canyon has some good offensive power. I mean, we've seen a few good plays from Will Warner. We've seen some good passes from Hunter Johnson. We've seen, we saw a catch there from Esplin, or at least an attempted one. I think that one was the one that maybe got close to hitting the ground, or they said did hit the ground. So a few different offensive guys that we just haven't also heard from a lot either. So we'll see what they can make out of it right now, though.
Well, once again, yeah, that's got to be a credit to Ridgeline on that. They've kept the ball out of those hands. I felt that Ridgeline's D-line has played incredibly well, that there has not been a lot of time back there to survey the field, to look to find the open guys on everything.
You're right.
Which, when you're not able to kind of set your feet and do all the right things, that's where the passes come up a little bit short. That's where they go over the head on everything, and it just feels like Snow Canyon hasn't been settled yet. They continue to just kind of struggle or kind of be thrown off their game just enough to not be able to sustain those drives.
Right. That's definitely a big part of it, is just not letting you get that momentum, right? And Ridgeline's done a good job of not letting Snow Canyon catch any momentum, and that's been really tough for the Warriors right now. I just feel like there's been no momentum on their side at all. There's been a few good plays, sure, but the good plays, they just get cut short when the next play you get taken down for a loss, or you only gain a yard, or or it was a big play on a long second down, but guess what? Now it's 3rd and 5, and you got to convert. So it just feels like they haven't been able to get rolling here. So if they can do that in the second half, I think they'll be okay. That offense just really has to kind of tick it up a little bit. And then the corners on defense. I mean, that's really where their offensive big plays have happened, are in the corners.
Yeah. And I don't know what's happening. Of course, and we don't need to call out guys or anything like that. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah,
either,
I don't know specifics, but
there were a few times smacking the heads on everything on that 70-yard gain. On that 2nd and 25, I mean, we just saw that there just was nobody even lined up over there on that side of the field to cover the receiver that was there. So he just started running, and they threw him the ball, and all the field had to kind of move over there. So again, I think that these teams are pretty evenly matched on everything, and it's just, hey, you can't make those mental mistakes. Hey, you can't do this. You've got to line up in the right places. You've got to make the tackles at the right time. And, the team who does that, and of course, Ridgeline has done that. And they're the ones who are saying, hey, look, we feel comfortable. We feel confident in what we're doing. And they've done what they're supposed to do on it. So
absolutely.
Can Snow Canyon be the ones to jump back in there and start throwing Ridgeline off?
Right. That is a big question here. One thing I'm looking at, by the way, with the storms kind of rolling in southern Utah is a little bit of the wind. We do have some flags blowing out there that are catching some speed. So we know that the wind is a little bit of a factor here, but I don't know how much. I mean, looking at the big, heavy American flag out there in the south end zone, it's
got a little movement.
It's got a little movement out there. So I don't think it's too big of a factor yet, but
something to keep an eye
something
on.
to watch out for if it gets a little bit more gusty out there. So.
And can we see? It doesn't feel like the clouds are over us just yet. I'm not seeing any moisture or anything, so hopefully we can avoid that.
Absolutely. Looks like the rain delay going on across town at Crimson Cliffs High School is starting to clear up. They've got the teams heading back out on the field. That one, Timpview is leading over Crimson Cliffs 35-7. Here, the score is 17-0. Ridgeline leads on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. But, of course, we're here hanging out at our halftime show. As of now, hope not to jinx this, knock on wood, no delays so far.
Yes,
not so bad.
Yes. And, just with it, I mean, I've got to give, once again, a big shout-out to Ridgeline's quarterback, Bruff, there. I mean, he's looked, our roster showing that he's a sophomore here, and if that is the case, he's been cool under pressure. He's made the right reads. He hasn't fumbled or thrown an interception on anything, and so when you're saying, hey, look, this is where you're coming in, I'm guessing that he wasn't playing last year on everything, and so in some of his first starts on everything, he has done a fantastic job of just getting the ball to the right guy and making those plays that are needed.
Yeah, he's done quite a good job. Now, last year they had Caiden Cox was his name, that was a solid quarterback. In fact, got recruited to play at Utah State to go be an Aggie. So he just moved across town to go play at the college there. So he was a great quarterback. Led them, of course, to a championship. So big shoes to fill for whoever was going to come and take over for that position at quarterback. But filling in quite well here tonight.
No, absolutely. And then when he hasn't, Ripstein has just been there. I think his biggest gain was about 8 yards is all, but he has been that 3 yards every single carry, that no matter what. And when you can kind of have that sort of consistency, you don't get yourself into tough situations, with 3rd and long on everything. All of a sudden it's, hey, things are moving, things are going well.
Yeah, absolutely true. So, and again, this is kind of one of those situations right now where we'll see if they can continue to keep moving, keep pushing the ball forward. Again, 17 points in the first half. If I'm Ridgeline, I'm very happy with that 17. Even though you're holding a team to 0, it's like, hey, you know what? We've had opportunities. We took those opportunities. They had a great one when they're sitting there starting their drive at the 21-yard line of Snow Canyon, right?
Right, absolutely.
They got the field goal on that one.
Yeah.
They were able to at least keep it in that zone and get a field goal off of it. But, they had that big play that put him down there in the red zone, and they pushed that one in for the first touchdown. So
yeah. Well, and prior to the game, I guess we also mentioned that Ridgeline had only scored 27 points all season, while giving up 55, and to come out like this, they could not have asked for a better start, especially after a very long bus drive, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They were able to come down, and they have played very well, and have done a great job to get 17 on the board already and hold them to 0.
For those watching at home, we have Matt Hamlin, who's our producer tonight on the video side. He's down in the crowd with the camera, getting some of the students to say hi. So Matt Hamlin doing the work down there. So appreciate him and all he does, getting those good crowd shots and the waves from the fans. So
this is the high quality content you get
this is what you can
from high
expect
school
from us.
football on Fox Sports Southern Utah. This is unbelievable.
I love it. Matt Hamlin out there doing some good work, getting some good shots. So Snow Canyon and Ridgeline both getting back on the field. So
okay, yeah, we got about 2 minutes until the second half will be starting up, and so a lot of great football still to come.
Okay, so we did get a message, by the way, on our text line. I appreciate whoever sent this in to us. We have one roster that says number 19 is the quarter. Well, we see on the field number 19 is the quarterback. The only roster we have with a number 19 is McGregor Broff. But someone just texted in to us and just said QB for Ridgeline is Nate Dahl. So
okay. Well, and I saw him on. We have him as
number 4 on our rosters.
And if that is the case, he is just a freshman, and we were praising him as a sophomore. So if this is the case, then
shall we?
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's a fantastic game for him so far.
To whoever texted that in, we appreciate you. So we'll make that changes that the road jerseys.
Yep, and it's confirmed he's a freshman.
He's a freshman. Thank you.
They threw it in
Thank
here.
you to our listener. Appreciate you. If you send us your name, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
But definitely appreciate our listeners keeping us here on track. Again, we only get so much. We get sent rosters, and I'll be honest, I actually have 2 Ridgeline rosters in front of me, and they are both very different from each other.
Yep.
So it's just that's kind of how high school football goes. A lot of different roster things. But see, and I was wondering about that too, because in all of the Max Prep stuff, when it talks about who their quarterback is, it all says number 4 as Nate Dahl. So,
yeah. Okay. Well,
and I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Well,
too.
McGregor Brough, I guess no
you had
no
your
more
first
love.
half.
No more love for you on it then.
I'm curious what number he is. Since he's number 19, I'm curious what number he is.
Okay. Well, we'll keep working and figuring this out.
Yeah. We only had one half where we were completely wrong. So, well, let's take another minute break here before we hop into our second half of action, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, 1 minute. We'll be back on the other side here on Fox Sports Southern Utah and on 104.5 The Ranch.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hearst General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Welcome back in here to Snow Canyon High School. Snow Canyon Warriors taking on Ridgeline Riverhawks. It's Caiden Formaster here. Kurt Anderson as well. The booth is shaking. The fans are rocking and rolling, even though they're trailing right now. Still scoreless for the Warriors. It's 17-0. Ridgeline winning this one at the moment.
But, hey, let's see how it goes.
Love these young kids going crazy on this. Optimistic as can be. They're just still fired up. This whole place is shaking.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been corrected, and we appreciate our listeners for that. Nate Dahl, and I hope I'm saying Dahl right. D-A-H-L-E.
Dahl?
I'll go with
That's
Dahl.
the way I would say it. Texter can clarify. Give us a spelling pronunciation.
I know,
if we're
right?
wrong.
If anybody has pronunciation of that, we'd appreciate that as well. But I'm going to assume that's what it is. I'm thinking of the author Roald Dahl. Has the same spelling of his last name, so that's why we'll go with that,
that's
right?
true. That's true.
But anyways, we're getting ready to start some things off here again from Snow Canyon High School. The Riverhawks are going to be kicking off to the Warriors.
No surprise that you jump back to a James and the Giant Peach reference or a Matilda reference on
Right?
that.
A little BFG or something.
Yes, sir.
Esplin and Warner back to receive. Looks like it's going to go towards Esplin's way. He'll pick this one up at the 10-yard line. Takes it out to the 15-20.
Got a little
Has a little
crease.
room. Gets wrapped up. Taken down around the 30, maybe the 29. We'll see where they spot him. But a decent return there for Brooks Esplin.
Yeah, it looked great. He's out to about the 30-yard line. He did have a crease, but that thing closed up really quick. So
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys joining us on our rally stop / should we say, Planet Fitness halftime show. Have two markets of sponsors to cover. We appreciate all of our listeners, either here in Southern Utah with us, joining us on Fox Sports Southern Utah, or up north on 104.5 The Ranch. Either way, appreciate you guys being here with us.
Yes. Hunter Johnson finds Brandon Goff right there across the middle for a 9-yard gain.
And I'm getting the pronunciation as Dolly.
Okay.
I think if I'm pronouncing that right, you can give me a thumbs up. I love that our listeners keep us in line. This is how we become better and give you the best broadcast we can, is having the community feedback. So I really appreciate it. You guys are on fire with this tonight. So that's perfect. So 2nd down, 1 to go. It's going to be a handoff. Hugh going forward. Ooh, he's going to be
picked up that yard, but he took a big old hit.
He took a big
right
old hit. That's another contender for the Castleite Hard Rock tackle of the game.
Trying to see, that was number 10 there, and I don't have a 10 on the roster.
That's Owen Monk is who I have.
Okay, Owen Monk on your roster. So just
again,
our
rosters are a little. We know our rosters are a little wonky right now, but hopefully that's correct.
Yeah, but he laid the wood. I mean, right after he picked up the first down, he took a hit and was pushed back a little bit there.
Hunter Johnson. Last time he was in the game before the first half ended, as he takes this one right up the middle for a good rush and a decent gain of about 6. Hey, give him 6 yards on that, so it'll be
got a little scrum down there.
Yep, he's taking a little bit to get off the ground. There he goes. But yeah, Hunter Johnson had his helmet kind of ripped off of him at the end of the last play he was in before. Hey, we got that thumbs up, Dolly. I like it.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll see. Second and 4 here for the Warriors.
Still 17-0 is Johnson in the gun. He's got a receiver in motion. That's Hugh. But Johnson keeps it himself, rolls forward, enough for the first down.
Yep.
They'll
They'll
give it to him.
They've got him.
Yeah, there we go. We got the side judge over there saying, "Yep,
we
move
had
along."
the 2 refs at 2 different yard lines, but both of them were still a first down though.
Either way, they put him at the 49, just past that 50 now into Riverhawk territory. So it's 1st and 10, another first down for the Warriors. 17-0 up on the scoreboard, on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. Ridgeline holding on to that lead, but Warriors trying to push forward for it.
It seems like the adjustment so far for Snow Canyon at halftime was to say, hey, we're going to keep the ball in Hunter Johnson's hands, and he's had it about every time this half, and it's worked well for him.
Snaps away, hand off to Hugh. Hugh had to kind of take a step back, but he found his room to run and give him 2 yards on it. He had a pretty good hit, though, so it'll now be 2nd and 8.
Another big hit there was either, I had number 14, May, Bishop, or Booth Ridgeline, kind of bringing it that time.
Yeah. So 2nd and 8, the Warriors taking time to call their play here. Some scores from across 4A. Cedar City and Canyon View. Cedars winning this one 28-7 as they facing off that crosstown rivalry in Canyon View. Green Canyon trailing to Park City 30-6. Salem Hills and Pineview. Salem Hills is currently leading that one 35-14 just across town here in St. George. Warriors back in action here. This one's going to be rolled out by Johnson. Does he have somewhere to throw? He does.
It's
picked.
It's picked.
Right in the hands of Riverton.
17.
Of Ridgeline.
Yahir Arellano.
See, you know what's funny? I have a different number 17 here.
Okay.
So maybe it's Noah Cacao. I don't even know how to say
They
it.
were both tough.
Cacao.
We got to get pronunciation guides and everything.
I
with
know,
these.
man.
Yeah, but
Lots of names.
That was Hunter Johnson there. He was rolling out to his left, which is not the way that he wants to roll out, so he's got to kind of get planted and go across his body. He still did a pretty good job. Hit his receiver there, but there was a lot of movement. A guy draped all over him, and it squirted through his hands for that interception. And if you're Snow Canyon, you're thinking, hey, look, this is not the way we want to start out on offense coming out of this half.
Especially now that that's 2 interceptions for the Riverhawks. This one's handed off. Pretty good running room
for Ripstein there. He picks up 7 yards, it looks like, and Ridgeline's feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, they got to be feeling good. They've had 2 turnovers, stopping those big drives from Snow Canyon. Snow Canyon has been able to push forward into Ridgeline territory multiple times, but then just mistakes happen.
As they do. Yep.
Handoff again. Ripstein taking this one for a huge gain. Gets 6 yards past that line to gain the 46, and they're going to move the change. It's a U first down for the Riverhawks. Down in California, Dixie is leading 17-7 as well.
Against Palm Desert.
Yeah. Hurricanes got a few more points on the board. It's 22-35 against Timpanogos, but they're still trailing that one. Snaps away, looking to pass. Has his receiver. Decent gain, gets knocked out of bounds. That was Seth Bovey.
Yeah, and it feels like Ridgeline is just in control now. They know what they're doing. They feels like they've got Snow Canyon back on their heels.
Yeah, it really does, as they've marched their way now into Warrior territory as they're sitting at the 47. Still 17-0 up on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard as Ridgeline really taking it to him. Another handoff up the middle for a first down and a lot more. Big gap. Just kind of rolls off Warner and finally has to get wrapped up and taken down by Carson Nowatzki.
Well, and I think we said that Ripstein's largest run of the first half was about 8 yards, but I think he's had an 8 and a couple of 10-yarders already this half. So
yeah, he's had some good runs here.
Feels like things are opening up a little bit more for him.
Yeah, another handoff. He's at the broadcaster's curse as he's taken down for a loss of 2 yards.
That's let's see, we got number 58 there. So 58 is Caiden Cox, who blasted through along with somebody else. I didn't catch that other number, but they met him in the backfield and said, hey, no more of this Ripstein stuff. And took
We're not letting him get another yard. That's what they said, and they took 2 yards away from him. So 2nd and 12 on the 35-yard line. They're marching further and further into Warrior territory now, though. Riverhawks looking to make something happen. Dolly takes a snap. Pressure coming quick. Gets it off to Ripstein. Ripstein has plenty of room to run, though, and he gets down about a yard shy of the marker. So put him at the 24, and let's make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 12-yard gain. That was a great play call by the offensive coordinator there. Felt like Ridgeline knew that Snow Canyon wanted to make a big defensive play, and when their D-line shot it, they just popped it over their heads for a big gain there on the screen.
Handoff right up the middle again. Ripstein's just killing it right now in the running game. And they're saying, hey, let's just run some clock. We don't need to pass. Let's not worry about that. Let's just run some clock and keep getting some first downs and try to hold on to this lead as long as possible. Maybe get another score on the board.
You know, there's kind of a mental game out there. When you're on that defense and you can't stop them running it right up the gut, all of a sudden it's, you know, you're kind of feeling in a pretty bad place. And it seems like Ridgeline's saying, hey, we're not going to do anything fancy. We'll just run it right at you.
Absolutely. Rolling out this time. Passes away.
Oh, he got it.
The pick?
He got it.
They're going to give it
11.
to him. Wow, what a pick there by Carson
Nowatzki. Wow. Yeah, it was. They did try to do something different besides running it down the gut. And
in the one time they don't run it, they get a pick.
Kind of popped it out there, and the ball just hung up in the air long enough for Carson to jump in front of the receiver and take it away.
That's a contender for the Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game for the Warriors right there. They get that pick. It's a good pick. That's what they needed.
Man, that is, you know, when you're saying, hey, look, you got to do something to swing that momentum, and we're looking right down here at this sideline, and Snow Canyon is fired up. The crowd is clapping now. Everybody's kind of going, and so this is the time that they have got to do something.
So here we go. First down at the 21-yard line now for the Warriors. So the Warriors, big field to go, but what can they do with it? Hunter Johnson sitting back in the gun. He's got two receivers out to his left, but he's going to keep it himself. Finds a gap in the middle, rushes forward for it. Kind of gets wrapped up, taken down by number 10 and number 27, Owen Monk. And number 27 is Ethan Puertas. Or Tanner Paskett. Which one? Pick your poison. Again, we're working off two rosters. The one that should be correct is this one that says Tanner Paskett, but who's to say?
Somebody tackled him. We'll stick with numbers sometimes.
Yeah, someone tackled him. It's good.
So 2nd and 6. Hunter was able to pick up 4 yards there. And this is a manageable place to be. Uh-oh, there was some movement.
Yeah, movement. It looked like the center just didn't snap it because Johnson kind of even moved back like he was expecting the snap to come. And he's like, there's no ball there. So that's definitely going against the offense. It looks like the center just kind of misread the count there.
Yeah, I think everybody moved but the center.
So 2nd down pushes them back to 11 yards to gain. Across town, Timpview scored again, and it is now 49-7. It's a tough one over there. I don't know if I should keep even updating that score. That's rough for Crimson.
Maybe
but
there's
then again,
some rival teams here that want to keep on hearing that score.
Timpview's good, but hey, you know, Crimson is good, but Timpview is just good. They're really good. Snap is away. Fake the handoff. Got the pass over to Esplin right up the middle. Esplin slipping some tackles. Gets down to the 31. That might be the line to gain. Does he have enough?
Looks like he might just be short.
Where are they going to move him?
Pushing the chains on.
Oh, that might have to be a measurement.
Oh, there he goes. Now he's calling him
Okay,
on.
he told him to move on forward. First down, but just barely from Esplin. Good play there.
That was, those plays are always make me nervous, man. Him coming across the middle like that, it felt like the ball fit through the tiniest little area.
Man. Beautiful pass by Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Brooks Esplin with reception there. This one's going to be handed off, going right up the middle with it. Decent run there by Hugh. Tegan Hugh, the senior, picking up some yardage.
You know, it'd be nice. I think the biggest play of the game that the Snow Canyons had this game was that Hunter Johnson move where he didn't get pushed out of bounds and was able to kind of fight his way back through. He picked up about 30, 35 yards on that. And other than that big play, they haven't had a whole lot of action there. And so, of course, you know, the methodical thing is great if you can kind of keep it moving down. But since they haven't been able to, it'd be great for them to see if they can't break a tackle and take something a little bit further.
Snap is away. Johnson's going to keep it himself and run with it. Puts his head down and pushes forward. Falls forward for a decent gain. Looks like he's going to be close to that line to gain. Yeah, they'll give him an extra yard above it, so that'll be another first down.
And it feels like kind of some of that momentum's coming in. Snow Canyon has had a pretty good drive going here, picked up a couple of first downs now, and so they'll just have to see if they can not let something happen here again.
Yeah. So with that first down sitting on the 43-yard line, the Warriors looking to push forward here. In motion, snaps away. Johnson gets it over to Hugh. Hugh turns around, runs with it, gets stuffed up. Only a 2-yard gain.
I don't know if it was.
He had a fancy little spin moves going on with no defenders around him, but
hey, he did.
He's just trying to get his feet underneath him a little bit there.
Yeah, it was the pass. You know, it's funny when you're kind of running those side outs. The pass can be a little bit off, and it was just slightly off, and so that kind of forced him to spin around. But man, when he got out there, he was on an island with about 6 guys looking right at him, and he didn't have much room to go.
So we go 2nd and 8 for the Warriors. Still scoreless, a minute left here in the third quarter, 17-0 Ridgeline.
Man, that third quarter went quick.
It went pretty fast, didn't it?
We're at 50 seconds left here.
A lot of running has happened as Johnson runs this one himself. He's going to end up falling short and going back to that original line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 3rd, 10 yards to go. They'll give him a little forward progression, 3rd and 9.
And so with this, yeah, I mean, time is your enemy now if you're Snow Canyon. You've got to, this is 3rd and long. They've got to pick this up, and they've got to make something happen out of this, because if you get rid of the ball now, I mean, how quickly that last quarter went, this could just keep on spelling disaster for them.
Absolutely. 3 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right, running back off to the left as well. Snap away. Johnson throws it out. Another pick. Oh, he dropped it. Dropped it. That was number 16, Ashton McFarland. He had it right there.
He made a pretty good break on the ball there and played everything right defensively, just couldn't quite hang on.
On a 3rd down, that was a big play for the defense for Ridgeline to get that stop as the punting unit comes back out.
See, and that's gut-wrenching right there. You get that big interception. You think, hey, look, we've got momentum. We pick up a couple of first downs. And then not to be able to put yourself in a situation to capitalize is a tough place to be.
Punt is away. Right at the end of the quarter, too. This one's going to roll. Good, generous roll. It's down to about the 8 or 9 yard line. They put him at the 9. So, end of the third quarter. It's 17-0 as the Ridgeline Riverhawks lead this one over the Warriors. We will take a 1-minute break. Be back in just a bit.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hearst General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City. Back in the action here is Snow Canyon High School. The Warriors trailing 17-0 to Ridgeline Riverhawks. Ridgeline getting the ball off of a punt right at the end of the third quarter as we are just getting started to go into the fourth. 12 minutes on the clock. It's a handoff going across to the right side. Decent gain there. That was Ashton McFarland on the run. Maybe a gain of about 2. We'll give him 2 or 3. 2. 2nd and 8.
It's great eyes you've got there, Caiden. I sit here and
youthful.
I'm an old man. I can't see those numbers.
Handoff again. This time it's Ripstein who's wrapped up and taken down. Originally on the wrap there, it looks like it was number 9, Rockwell Jones.
And again, this is another. I mean, this might be a Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game.
Very well could be.
You're right here. If you're Snow Canyon and you can hold them here, force them to punt from deep in their territory, you get great field position. You can do a lot of great stuff here. But if they end up getting this, it's just more time off the clock, less time for you to be able to make that comeback.
Dolly rolling out. Throws it across. He's got his guy.
Wow. That was an incredible toss. Number
Steve
12. Bovey. Impressive from did we say it? Dolly?
Yeah.
Dolly. Man, that kid was rolling out to the wrong side, and there was just a little gap in there, and he put it right on the numbers for a big gain there.
The officials finally getting the go-ahead to get started. Snap away, handoff. Ridgeline taking up the middle.
Pushing that pile.
Good gain here to the 29-yard line. It'll be second down.
And I think we're going to see a steady dose more of.
I think we're going to see a lot of Ripstein. Yeah. And a good 4-yard gain. Why not just keep doing it, right?
Yeah. There's no reason to throw it anymore.
Fake the handoff. Dolly throwing it out. Does he have his guy?
Oh.
They're looking for some sort of a flag on the play, but it's not there. The sideline says, hey, could have been a defensive pass interference, but Brandon Goff just kept his head down and stayed in front of the play. So it was well enough underthrown, I don't think. But then again, there's a flag.
Oh, flag at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage, and it's going to go against the offense.
And it looks like they're going to accept it as well, holding penalty there.
Yep.
And so, I agree with you on that pass interference. I didn't think that there was anything there.
It was a little underthrown anyways, and, there was,
tough to get to. But I guess that's kind of a bold, whoa, maybe that was a personal foul. I didn't see that. They took him back 15 yards.
Must have been. Snaps away, rolling out to the right side, looking to pass. There's the pass right up the middle. Does he have his guy? He's got him.
Whoa. So
wrapping him up. Brandon Goff wrapping him up, taking him down, but the receiver falls right on top of him. I think he knocked the wind out of him a little bit. Caiden Cox on the reception there. And that's a huge play for the Riverhawks.
Yeah, you get 2nd and 22 again. They swung him out to the side and ran the receiver deep, and I don't know if he lost him or what. He was a couple of feet behind him as the ball was passed, but it was great for him to catch up and do that, get the tackle on it still. But
hey, for Ridgeline, that's right up there with the Great Basin Graphics made you look play, something that we might need to take into consideration for that. I think that might be our candidate right there.
It could be.
So first down for Ridgeline. They are now well into Snow Canyon territory after that big play on the 35-yard line, looking to punch in another score here as they still lead this one 17-0. Snaps away. It's going to be a handoff. Finding that gap and just staying on his feet, rolling forward. 5-yard gain down to the 30 is Ripstein again. Just bullying his way in for run after run after run.
Well, that's what we keep saying is, hey, just keep running him. And then it feels like when they go away from it, it's like, oh, wait, maybe we should go back to it.
Yeah, right.
So
2nd and 5 now. Dolly, the freshman, in the backfield, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looking to pass. He rolls out to his right side. Passes his way. Almost picked again. Who is it on that one? That was a Will Warner. Knocking that one away. He's had a couple of good defensive plays.
Yeah, made a great cut on that ball. He read it the whole time, was right there, just couldn't pull it in.
So reset. It's 3rd and 5 now. 9:02 left to go in this game.
And that's one of the very few incomplete passes we've had this second half. It
true.
Just keeps on flying by.
Another handoff up the middle. Broke through. Not quite enough to gain. I think he's a yard short.
Yeah. And look, if I'm Ridgeline and said, hey, look, we have moved the ball every single time I'm going for this. There's no way I'm kicking that field goal.
Why not, right?
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to.
On a 4th and 1, they have not been stopped in the backfield in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm Ridgeline, just give it to Ripstein. Let him do the work.
They've got to sell out right here.
Will Ripstein has been on fire. I think he's a potential contender to be maybe a player of the game, McDonald's player of the game for Ridgeline.
Yeah.
But timeout comes. Ridgeline's going to take a timeout, a Fabulous Freddy's Fabulous timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout ourselves. Be back in the action in just a bit here on Fox Sports Southern Utah and 104.5 The Range.
Hey, it's Caiden Cox. And Mark Musgrave, the voice you know from Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Check out our local sports radio show, From the Bleachers, every weekday from 4 to 6 on 99.5 FM in St. George and 93.1 FM or 1400 AM in Cedar City.
Miss the show? You can find us on your favorite podcast app by searching From the Bleachers or Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Here we go, starting things off again here back at Snow Canyon High School. It's Caiden Formaster and Kurt Anderson broadcasting for you tonight. Snow Canyon trying to hold off a 4th down look here. It's going to be a handoff, and there's the gap. Easy conversion for Ridgeline. Wow, this guy's on fire, man. Ripstein's killing it. I think he's got to be our McDonald's player of the game right now. We'll talk about it coming up.
Yeah, I was trying to do what I could at the beginning to keep track of the yards and everything that was going on, and I bet you he's over 100 yards right now.
He's got to be getting real close, if not already past it. So 8 minutes left on the clock. It's 17-0 as Ridgeline leads this one. 17-0 on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. So it's a first down. Handoff is away. Spinning out of it, but gets wrapped up, taken down. This time it's Ashton McFarland on the run.
Yeah, gave a little break right there.
He can't let Ripstein take all the fun.
Well, at the same time, McFarland has come in relief work, and he's done a great job on everything as well.
He's had a few really good plays.
He looks that's a great combo for Ridgeline to be able to have both those backs.
The snap is away. So the pass got his guy. Beautiful pass from Dolly, just setting it right into the hands of Seth Bovey. Beautiful pass.
I think it was, now I'm losing my roster. Right there it was Maddox Smith that was making a play on the ball, and there were kind of two receivers. I couldn't tell who it was going to, but it looks like Maddox jumped off the other guy and almost jumped in there and really caused some havoc.
Yep, 3rd down here, another handoff. Ripstein takes it in for a 1st down, a little bit more. It's going to be a 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. So if Ridgeline can get this one in, I mean, they'll just extend that score even more. Right now, they've still held Snow Canyon scoreless at home. So this could be a big score here. Just kind of sealing the deal.
No, absolutely. And he's
passes
dropping
away.
back.
Does he have his guy? It's not there. Overthrown. Intended receivers number 11, Graham Livingston. So they'll reset now for a 2nd and goal.
Yeah. I think that it's we're down to the 1% chance on Snow Canyon making a comeback, but a score here would be kind of that nail in the coffin, I think.
6:18 left on the clock.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
It's going to be another handoff. Finds his gap up the middle. Gets it to the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 3. So again, with Will Ripstein just hammering his way through. He's a force. Rolling out to pass now. Dolly.
Oh, wide open.
He's got it. He's got his own little lane. He's going to run it right in for a touchdown.
Yeah. he kind of got back there saying, hey, I'm going to throw this, and there was nobody around.
No one rushed him, and
Hey,
everyone
wait.
was back for the pass, and so he's just like, all right, I'll just take it myself, runs it into the left corner.
Might as well run that in.
Puts it up 23-0 with 5:46 left on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Yeah, and as you're talking about that player of the game, I think there's it's probably got to be, well, I guess you could say the whole defense. If we're gonna
That's true too.
That.
We gotta give a lot of credit to this defense. As the kick is away, and it is good. It puts it up 24-0. Tough break so far for the Warriors.
Yeah, but yeah, offensively, I think that definitely the two standouts are Ripstein and Dolly on that. They've both played excellent games. They've played error-free games. I think Dolly's he's got to be over 200 yards, and Ripstein's got to be over 100 yards rushing. I think a couple of touchdowns. It's been a great game for Ridgeline.
It's been a fantastic game for Ridgeline. They have done everything right.
Yeah, we talked about halftime adjustments, and again, it seemed like the Snow Canyon that we saw the first half was the same one of that second half, where they'd put a few things together pretty decent. They'd move the ball a little bit, but just could never kind of finish a drive.
And so they're going to be Ridgeline going to be kicking off here again. This is Aaron Young, the kicker for the Riverhawks. Going to be sending this one. I believe back to receive again is Esplin and Warner. 5:46 left on the clock in this game. Kick is away. It's a good one. Line drive.
Oh.
In and out of the hands. He was trying to keep it out of the end zone if he could and just run it back. That's Will Warner on that one. He jumped for it right at the goal line to keep it in play and run it back. He wanted to have some fun with it. But nevertheless, the Warriors will start with the ball here from the 20-yard line. So the Warriors' offense has just been struggling, to be completely frank. It's been tough.
Yeah, and I again keep on thinking about that drive. I mean, if when I drive it in my car from here up to Logan, that's a
long drive.
That's a pretty long drive, and when you throw a bus on with a bunch of kids, that is a very long drive with it. And so, great job to them to come out and to be ready and to play so well.
Snap away, so is the pass picked up. A little bit of a good hit there, but hey, you get enough. Almost enough. I think he's a yard shy of that first down, actually. That was Brooks Esplin on the reception.
Yeah, and that's no mercy there from Ridgeline. It seems like even with a 24-point lead and only about 5 minutes left in the game, they weren't going to slow down and say, hey, look, yeah, we'll let you easily go out of bounds. They came and applied the hit there.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Johnson on the pass. Does he have his guy? Looks like he does. It's number 11, Carson Nowatzki. Nowatzki gets the first down at the 35-yard line. They're trying to march down the field, get into some Ridgeline territory. first down now for the Warriors. Let's see what Hunter Johnson can do here. He takes the snap, throws it away to the left side, has his receiver, Jake Hill, gets it in for that first down territory. Looks like they get an extra 2 yards before he gets pulled away. So
it's about 11, 12-yard pickup there and another first down.
So good snag by Jake Hill. Now, Jake Hill was our very first Findlay Subaru Player of the Week a couple weeks ago. So he's definitely had his big moments. First down, Hunter Johnson looking to pass, gets it across to Hugh. Hugh
getting chased down.
Kind of slipping some tackles, but he makes his way across the 50-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards. It'll be now second down, 4 to go. And they've made their way into Ridgeline territory. That's a big deal now for the Warriors. But at this point, just close to 4 minutes left to go here. They're trailing this one 24-0. I think they're just trying to not have a goose egg on the board to finish this game. It's a tough place to be right now for the Warriors.
Hey, these fans have come and supported and done great, so they gotta give them something
Hugh on
to
the
cheer back
reception,
about
pushing
again.
forward and falls out of bounds at the 41 and takes a step before he hits the turf. So that should stop the clock at 3:50. It is enough for a first down, I think. Yep, it's 2 yards past that first down marker. So, but a flag. So flags are actually going to push this one back. I didn't see what the flags were, but they're pushing this one back 10 yards.
Yep.
Did you see what the penalty was?
I did not see it. You know, and again, it's one of those where they look over to the other sideline to those coaches on everything, and so you know, my best guess was that it was a hold there.
Second down, 41-yard line. Ridgeline looking to blitz. They send 4 of them. Johnson has a little bit of a gap, so he rolls with it. He gets down to the 47-yard line before he's taken down, which is that original line of scrimmage anyways. So now it's going to be
3rd and 10.
I think it's going to be, about 3rd and 10 here.
Ridgeline's
timeout taken by Ridgeline. So, hey, with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout ourselves, head into our Fabulous Freddy's Fabulous Timeout. 30 seconds. We'll be back on the other side in just a bit.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Welcome back here to Snow Canyon High School. The Warriors still trailing this one 24-0, trying to see if they can at least get a score on the board before the end of the game. You know, you don't want to see a 0 anywhere in your record book. So, see what they can do here. Is they've had a couple of issues with a flag and, you know, just getting pushed around a little bit by some penalties. It's tough.
We got us a 4-down territory here, though, Caiden. So.
We do. Hey, it is 3rd and 10, so they got to make something happen. The rush coming.
Johnson's
Johnson's going to take it himself. He's got room for a first down, though.
He does get it. Looks like he's crossed it. I think that was a quarterback draw the whole time. He didn't look around very long once he went back.
No, and he's kind of realizing that, hey, you know what, this defense is looking for a pass right now because they know that's what we're going for is get downfield. And as long as my offensive line can create a hole for me, then, I'll take it 10 yards. That's all I need right now. So 1st and 10, Ufer's first down for the Warriors. Now well inside Ridgeline territory on the 42-yard line. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Has his receiver, Jake Hill, who gets wrapped up, hit hard, and taken down. He reached up a hand to one of the Ridgeline players saying, hey, you want to help me up? And he just walked right on by him. Said, nope, game's not over yet, man. Can't be friends yet. Not until that buzzer sounds. 2nd down. And, we'll give him 5. 2nd down, 5 to go. Snap is away. Johnson looking to pass. Pressure coming. Good block by Hugh. And Johnson takes it. He's running with it down to the 20. Big hit. Johnson just leveled. He leveled that safety back there.
And this is the deepest.
Corner. That was the corner. That was actually Ashton McFarland he ran over.
This is the deepest that Snow Canyon's been in the territory all day. First time in the red zone.
Hunter Johnson, one thing about him, he's not afraid to take a hit.
Yeah.
Which, positives and negatives to that. You don't want a guy getting hurt, your quarterback getting hurt, but he's looking for a play call and saying, what are we doing with this, coach? Clock is running at 2:13.
He looks like he's battled all day. I think that shoulder pad has been hanging out all night on him.
It has. So. He's got his guy, slips a tackle, finally gets taken down. Number 20. Samaje Thompson.
And we're under 2 minutes here left in the game. And so They've got to punch this in real quick.
Yep, 24-0. At least you're in field goal territory if you have to, but hopefully that's not the case. This one's tipped. It'll fall incomplete. Brings up brings up third down, 5 to go.
And there were a few guys open there, so that's unfortunate for them.
Just past 10 o'clock here.
This is well past our bedtimes.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe not on a Friday night, but
hey, but there's
a work week. You can guarantee I'm work day. I'm definitely in bed by now.
no place I'd rather be.
That's true. Hunter Johnson sitting back in the shotgun. He's got Hugh next to him. A little bit of a false start there. Looks like the offense is going to be getting pushed back.
So give us a 3rd and 10. Of course, it's a 4-down territory. Do you kick a field goal and just get something on the board?
Part of me says kick a field goal and just get something on the board. You're not winning this game, but just don't finish the game scoreless.
That's a terrible answer. You got to go for it, Caiden.
I don't know about that. I don't know. We can agree to disagree. 3rd and 10 here for the Warriors, as previously mentioned. Johnson sitting back in the gun as he does, with Hugh off to his right side. You got 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Ball is on the right hashes. Snaps away. Got Hugh. Goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, 2 yards to go. This is tough. If 4th and 2, I go for it. Sure, why not?
Okay,
but
so
they're
the distance made some difference to you on that, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not going for a 4th and 10, that's for sure. So if it's a 4th and 2, maybe. Looks like there's going to be a timeout taken, a Fabulous Freddy's fabulous timeout, but we will keep it locked in right here during this timeout break with 1:33 left on the clock. Again, Ridgeline leading this one 24-0. Thank you again for joining us here. We really appreciate you being with us on the broadcast. I want to thank some of our Cache Valley sponsors. If you're listening up north in Cache Valley, whether that's on 104.5 The Ranch or on CacheValleyDaily.com watching our video stream. Appreciate you guys joining us. Some of our sponsors is El Salvador Los Primos. Definitely some good Mexican food. I would love some good Mexican food right now. That actually sounds awesome. Cache Valley Auto Care, Advanced Integrated Systems. And then one of the things that I wanted to talk about, too, was the Napa Auto Parts. Best part of the game. What's been the best part of the game to you?
Woo.
The fact that we didn't get rained out and across town it did. I kind of think that's it for me personally, but Johnson's going to go for it on a 4th and 2.
I like it.
Oh, offsides.
You got to go.
Did they get the offsides call? There might not have been a
got
touchdown. He's got it.
Don't matter.
Will Warner's in the end zone with the ball.
That's
time. 6 points.
Every time I say you go for that. Uh-oh, the lights are going crazy now.
We love it. The lights are going crazy. Warner got himself a touchdown, and the Warriors get on the board on a 4th down conversion. Big position to be in there for the Warriors now.
Well, what a great play there. I mean, that's what they've been looking for all game. That's kind of what we expected to see a little more often throughout the night. I'm sure they're going to be going back, looking at the film, kind of kicking themselves a little bit about some of the plays they could have made and some of the things they could have done. And of course, here they'll go for 2 to try to put it into a 2-score game, make it 24-8. Uh-oh.
Let's see what they call
Timeout Ridgeline.
Timeout Ridgeline.
They wanted to talk this out and say, hey, look, maybe.
Hey, let's see what they set up in. Set that defense so it's ready to go. I get it. I get it. Fabulous Freddy's fabulous timeout. I would definitely say that going back to our McDonald's play of the game for Ridgeline, I'm going to go with our buddy Will over there.
Ripstein?
Will Ripstein.
Okay. I agree with you.
On the Warriors side, if we're looking for our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game, I'm not going to lie, it's a little tougher, but we did have that Carson Nowatzki big play interception That was a big-time play. He also had a good play on offense on the other side. He might be a contender. Hunter Johnson has kind of been the one pushing this drive to get to where they score. Maybe it's Hunter Johnson as he rolls back looking for a pass.
Got him.
He's got his guy. That's going to be a good 2-point conversion. Puts it up to 8.
And we've got ourselves a 2-score game. So, onside kick has got to be one of my favorite plays in football for this very reason. And there's a lot of hits, a lot of excitement, especially when you get that back.
If they can, and by the way, it looks like there's going to be there's an injured player out there for Ridgeline that's hit the deck. So a
he's
little bit
kicking around quite a bit.
Yeah,
too.
he's
That is
definitely
no
not
good.
feeling good. So hey, we'll tell you what. With that, we'll take a minute break. We'll be back in the action once we kind of see what's going on with this injured player. But 1 minute, we'll be back on the other side here from Snow Canyon High School in just a bit.
The clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Tonawin Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in the disaster-safe zone of St. George, Utah, we have created a faster, friendlier, and more secure way to connect to you.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
We're back at it here from Snow Canyon High School. That injured player is taken off the field, and
they just
still kind of getting looked at. But
yeah, they laid him back down there on the side of the field. I couldn't catch a number from that either. He never gave us a very good look at his jersey.
Yeah, we couldn't quite catch the number there. So whoever it is, hope that they'll be able to kind of recover here.
Yeah, he was one leg. He was not putting any weight whatsoever on, and he used 2 guys to help get him over to the sideline. So that's never a good
tough
sign.
break. I don't like to see that. So Snow Canyon kicking this one away from inside the Ridgeline's own 44. They're going to onside kick this one. It doesn't even go 10, so it's going to go to the 40.
Yeah,
to the 37 or so.
Yeah, they're about
Have
2
to pick
yards short.
Not a bad idea for the onside kick. It just wasn't quite there for him.
If they had it going, it looked. I mean, the players had that out in front. They could have been blocking, doing all that kind of stuff, and there were still guys to grab it. So it's unfortunate it didn't get out there.
Yep. So 1:23 on the clock, 24-8. Snow Canyon trailing to Ridgeline in this one. Looks like Ridgeline. This could be their last drive of the game here. But we'll see how they finish this one up. I assume they'll just keep it on the ground and run some time off.
Do teams usually take off right after? Would they stay the night here, or they drive all the way home
If
tonight?
I were them, I'm staying the night here.
Yeah.
Hand
I'd
off.
say that would be brutal.
Good run there by Ripstein. Brings up second down and about 7. Give it 2nd and 7.
And I think there was an announcement kind of during our break that they asked everybody to leave the field as quick as possible because of the storm that's coming in. And I just wonder if Snow Canyon, I mean, I think Snow Canyon still had some timeouts, but there are no timeouts called or anything. I think they're saying,
yeah,
hey, look, it's
they're
game
just saying,
over.
let's just get this one over with.
Game
Get out of
over.
here. Yep. So Ridgeline just trying to roll the clock out. It's sitting at 36 now, so they'll take it and take the knee, and
that should be it.
Wrap it up for us here. So
they're shaking hands, and
yeah, a couple of handshakes out there. So this one will wrap up with a final score of 24-8. Ridgeline gets their first victory of the season, and they give Snow Canyon their second loss. So both teams now sitting at 1-2 apiece. With that, we'll take a quick 1-minute break. And we'll wrap things up in the postgame show, shall we?
Sounds great.
1 minute. We'll be back after this.
Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Ridgeline football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful hierarchy throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Daddy. Oh, what a catch. And it's in for the score.
Ridgeline gets the win over Snow Canyon. Big win for them, huh?
Yeah. You know, truthfully, it was a manhandling. I thought Ridgeline's defense played excellent. They were incredible, and you know, I mean, to me, that was the story of the game. It's that Snow Canyon could never get really anything going.
Yeah, it really is. Snow Canyon just had a tough time moving the ball at all, and even when they did, there was turnovers. You know, they had 2 picks. They had one where it was a 4th down. The ball goes over the punter's head, and you know, they end up with the ball there at the 21-yard line. I mean, Snow Canyon definitely had their own struggles. Some flags. There's a lot of flags being thrown. So, you know what? Yeah, I get it. There's definitely been a lot of mistakes in this game. Hopefully they just learn from it and they bounce back as they head into region next week.
Yeah, I'm sure that they will. But again, that was kind of the big thing. And then, of course, on the other side of the ball for Ridgeline is that their stars did what they were supposed to as well. Dolly was fantastic. Made all the right reads. He did have the one interception on that one play, but again, that defense squashed it and didn't allow it to lose anything. And then probably the player of the game was Rimstein. And
Ripstein has to be our McDonald's player of the game. Yeah, Ripstein definitely took it I would love to see what the final result is on how many yards he rushed for, because he definitely rushed for a ton. So, I'm going to be checking on those numbers later.
Hardware is conveniently located in St. George.